How much is your screen time? Like, you can literally check this on your phone. Now, this video isn't actually about screen times or wasting time. It's more about why you should consider deleting social media because it might be damaging your life. Let me explain. If you're new here, my name is Aku. I work as a resident doctor in the UK, and at the end of 2021, I deleted social media. Now, like I said, this video isn't about wasting time. This video is about how social media affects our dopamine regulation, which is literally the same mechanism we see in drug addiction. This is quite well-known information, but whenever you scroll social media, you get a small hit of dopamine. And the more you scroll, the more hits of dopamine you get, the more your brain gets desensitized to dopamine, which means you need a greater dose of dopamine to produce the same amount of pleasure. We also have evidence from this graph which shows the more social media we use, the weaker our ability is for our brain to produce dopamine as well. And that's why we find real-life activities difficult to do, like work, reading, our relationships. They all start to feel a bit boring. And we can see this in people with ADHD, who essentially their brain clears away the dopamine quicker than normal. And you can essentially imagine it as they have a lower baseline of dopamine than us, as you can see from this graph. So when they scroll on social media, they also get these dopamine spikes, but these desensitize the brain even more than us. And that's why they struggle to do real-world tasks as well, but even more than us. So you'll see people with ADHD might struggle to meet deadlines or might struggle to sustain the motivation to complete a task. So in 2021, when I came to the realization of how social media affects our dopamine and affects our life, I was in a bit of a struggle because I knew that deleting social media might help, but I was so in my head, I was thinking, oh my God, but what if my friends need to message me? Or, oh my God, what if there's something important I might miss on social media? Or what will people think if I delete social media, especially my friends? But that is literally the point of why I needed to delete social media. It's because I was seeking external validation. What are other people going to think of me? And normally our brain releases dopamine when we're doing meaningful work. But now my brain is releasing dopamine because other people are seeing me doing work. So instead of asking, do I like what I did? I'm asking, do other people like what I did? This is literally seeking other people's opinion for external validation. And this is literally addiction. The fear of what others think is the addiction. So I deleted it. I deleted all social media at the end of 2021, excluding WhatsApp, and my life changed for the better. I started being more consistent with my fitness. I started doing my projects. I started living in the present. I started picking up hobbies that I gave up before. Remember those hobbies that you used to do as a kid? I started picking up those and I started being consistent with them. That was the biggest thing because many people I've noticed actually delete social media and then download the next day. Well, you haven't really been consistent with what you wanted to do. And I think consistency was a key thing that helped me transform my life from not actually doing things to actually starting taking action. Now, I've made a whole video on it right here on how I managed to be consistent and how you can too, using something called self-determination theory, which completely changed my life. Check this video right over here. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you over this video right over here. Bye-bye.